So Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. Arsenal got the job done in the end. 2 moments of absolute class. Individual brilliance, you might say, won us the game in the end. And then a stupid sloppy goal right at the end. Thank God we got that second goal. Otherwise, it would have been one apiece. And the mood around the Emirates would have been completely different. Big up to everybody who watched the watch along. Thank you very much to everyone who took part in that. If you haven't, go back and check it out. Also, Kenny Ken's fan cam will be out shortly. Jez, Gracie, Brandon, Big Josh, Matt. We've got plenty more to come. Player ratings as well. I need to be on this real quick. Super fluid tonight because I want to watch the Kelbrook Amir Khan fight. But big up to every single one of you that subscribes, shares, likes, dislikes, watches, puts all your comments in. We know all of the Arteta sexuals are out tonight. But the first half, well, it's pointless talking about the first half. Might as well go straight to the second half. The second half, his team talk must have worked. Smith Rowe getting the ball, peeling away. Alex Lacazette, nice little pass into him. First touch, boom, turn and run. And you could see that he wanted to jink in between the two defenders. But what a goal. What an absolute finish from Emile Smith Rowe. 10th goal of the season. And he's looking sharp. I was a bit gutted when he subbed him off. I thought that he should have stayed on. I thought maybe Odegaard could have come off and then we could have dropped Odegaard in, Smith Rowe into Odegaard's position and put Xhaka on the left and Pepe on the right. But listen, it didn't matter in the end. We got the job done. But Xhaka looks a lot better when he's on the left. I think he's becoming a little bit too predictable on the right-hand side. And I don't know, maybe it's because he don't get any overlapping fullback next to him. Maybe because people ain't making forward runs in front of him. The one thing that did jar me today, I'm going to come to Thomas Partey in a minute because I thought he was superb today. But the one thing that did jar me and wind me up a little bit today was the fact that we keep crossing the ball into a striker who's, 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". Why do we keep putting long, high looping crosses into a box? We ain't got Olivier Giroud up front anymore. So why do we keep doing it? We did it against Burnley. We did it against Brentford today. And we do it constantly. Our corners as well. I mean, I can't remember how many corners we had, but it must have been touching 20 corners or something stupid. It was just corner after corner after corner. Not one decent corner. Not one decent effort on goal from the corner. And other than that, I thought we were really good today in doses. First half was poor. Second half, the game opened up a little bit more. And albeit we weren't really peppering their goal with chance after chance after chance, I did think that we took our chances when we got them. Few and far between. Nicola Pepe, he's alive. He's alive. Nicola Pepe is alive and well, people. It's the first time he's been on the field since he's come back from the AFCON. He looked sharp when he came on. If Gibraltar had actually squared the ball instead of trying to take a p-roller shot at the keeper, Pepe would have scored with his first touch. And it makes me wonder why this guy does not actually play any football whatsoever for this football club. It's just time after time after time. It's constantly sat on the bench. But let's come to Thomas Partey. I thought that was one of his best games for Arsenal today. I thought he looked so energetic in midfield. There, he looked quick with his feet. Passing was decent at times. He was going forward. He was defending properly. He was tracking his runners. Yes, it's Brentford. We can sit there and go, yes, it's only Brentford. You still got to do it. And there's been times against teams of Brentford's caliber where he's not done it and he's looked well out of his depth. Today wasn't one of them. I thought he was absolutely superb today. And I can't remember a better performance that he's had. Maybe you guys can help out in the chat, but I thought that was either his best or one of his best performances. I can't think of another one where he's been that dominant in midfield. And really, really good performance from him today. I feel like, that's what I wanted to see from him when he came. That's what the Thomas Partey we signed. Somebody that's dominant in midfield, that works hard, gets forward. Just don't shoot. Just don't shoot. Has anyone ever seen him have a shot on target, apart from the one goal he scored for us, which was not with his feet, it was with his head. It's always high, wide, and unhandsome. Out the ground, sideways, 20 yards wide, or blocked. So, yeah, big up to him today, but don't shoot anymore. Come on, mate. But I want to get to a talking point, because during the game, obviously we made the substitution. Lacazette come off, and Eddie Nketiah came on. Eddie Nketiah takes the armband. He goes onto the pitch. And we're thinking, okay, he's going to give it to Xhaka, surely. Next thing, the chat's lighting up saying, no, Tierney's got it. So we're like, oh, okay, Tierney. Well, maybe that's a sign of things to come next season. I'm happy with Tierney getting the armband. I want Tierney as captain. I've wanted him captain since before, well, the day we signed him, in fact. And then the camera pans in, and then Nketiah has still got the armband. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's still got the armband. He then goes and gives it to Granit Xhaka, who looks like he didn't want it. The whole of the chat was lighting up on the watch along saying, no, he didn't want it. He didn't want the armband. And then he goes and gives it to Kieran Tierney. Now, listen, I haven't heard, because I had it on mute for copyright reasons, I haven't heard and I haven't seen any conversation or discussion about that. But if he has rejected that armband, I don't want him to ever play for this club again. And people are saying, oh, you're being reactionary. I don't care. The guy shouldn't be here anyway. He's a scumbag. He told us all to F off in the first place. And then he flirted with Roma all summer, gets a new contract. So if he has rejected that, then why? And big up to Jez. Just put in the chat that maybe it was slightly different. Maybe it was meant for Tierney in the first place. Yeah, and a couple of people were saying, what if the instruction was to give it to Tierney? Blah blah blah. Well, Eddie Nketiah surely would have known who he was giving the armband to when he comes onto the pitch. So I don't know, but when I see the replay of him going up to Xhaka kind of went, nah. I don't know whether he did 100% reject it, but listen, let me tell you something now. Granit Xhaka is a scumbag. I do not like him. He's a shit footballer, and I cannot stand the guy. He should not be at this football club. He's way too arrogant and thinks he's better than he is. And he's had more lives than Kurt Zouma's ex-cat. There is no need for this guy to be at this football club. And let's see, if he did reject it, let's see how this manager deals with it. Let's see if this manager actually puts him on the bench. Let's see if this manager drops him. But he won't, because we're light in midfield and he thinks he's his go-to guy. But it's absolutely disgusting. I can't lie. Yeah, like if you have rejected that armband, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, get out. Just get out. Just leave. Close the door on your way out. Ta-ta. He didn't reject a new contract, did he? Yeah, so if you want to reject armbands, why? Yeah, especially with his track records, especially with his history at the club, with all the misdemeanors, should we say, that he's done at this football club. I think it's absolutely disgusting if that's the case. But listen, all in all, we managed to get the victory. The goal at the end for Brentford kind of tarnished what would have been a good clean sheet for the goalkeeper, and I'm sure he's fuming because he's in the race for the Golden Glove. And defensively, they didn't really offer a great deal, let's be real, but there was a few moments where if they took a better touch, they might have been in. But other than that, we were pretty solid today. But it is only Brentford. We do move on to Wolves on Thursday at the Emirates. We've only beaten them twice in the Premier League. Once was the other day. We see the fallout with Ruben Neves, his comments. And I'm sure that they're going to be fired up for it, the way we were jumping around like we won the treble. So we'll see. Listen, we're in the hunt for top four. That ain't my ambition. I hope we do get top four, because then hopefully he gets sacked next season, because he'll just have his pants pulled down in Europe all week, every week. We've seen that in Europa League. Gets to the knockout stages, the final knock-ins of the tournament, and he has his pants pulled down by Olympiacos and Villarreal. So, who by the way, Villarreal are currently sat fourth in La Liga with Unai Emery. Danjuma hat-trick today. They slapped up Granada 4-1 away from home. Maybe we should have kept Unai. Who knows? But anyway, listen, big up to all of you guys. Like I said, Kenny's fan cam, Jez's fan cam, all the other guys as well. They're all going to be dropping soon. Player ratings will be out later on tonight as well. But leave your thoughts and comments in the chat down below. I'm sure I'm going to see loads of you coming and going, oh, you're in the mud. Oh, you're so toxic. Oh, you're not celebrating. Well, why don't you stop watching it then, you weirdos? Because you come back every time we win. So thanks. You're keeping me in Cruz Campo. Have a nice evening. We're out of here. I'll tether out.